Hey YouTube, here's one of the Ottoman Turkish style bows that I made actually about a month or two ago. I just got around to stringing it. This is the one that I showed at the top of the video, that collection of Turkish style bows that I had not yet made a string for. One of the reasons that I didn't have a string was because it's a pretty unusual size. I was trying to make one as short, out of 3/4 inch Schedule 40 PVC, as short as I possibly could. Most of my bows I make 48 inches long. That can be drawn to 28 inches with no problem. It can take quite a lot of stress. Then some of the bows that I made, particularly in the Turkish style, such as the wood-tipped one that I have, this one, this is 46 inches long. This bow that I have right here, from nock to nock, is about 42 inches long and 44 inches altogether. I don't think you could really make a bow that has any degree of reflex any shorter than this out of Schedule 40 PVC. Somebody online asked me if I had problems with the bows folding and stuff like that, and the Ottoman Turkish bow, the black one that I had and drew, actually did fold. I heated it up and it came out. Now the limb is actually stronger than when it first started. This bow can be drawn, and I can draw it. It's really strong and it stacks pretty hard because it's so short. But I also wanted to show you this. Right here at this limb, you can see how it's puckered just a little bit. It's not collapsing, and even when I draw it, it doesn't collapse. But this is where it's going to collapse. If I drew it past its magic point, wherever that is, that's where it's going to fail, right there. So that's what that looks like. Let's see if I can get other good shots of it, good angles. Well, you see, right? There's an indentation there about the size of my thumb. When I let the bow relax, it actually does have a slight reflex of about 1 inch. I still need to modify it a little bit to make it usable, because right now I need to cut this open and make a string bridge out of this portion. Otherwise, it's basically pretty good. Braced at about 6 inches. And like I said, it's pretty strong. Not a horrible bow. I'm pretty excited to use it. The reason it looks a little odd here is because there was a tiny bit of reflex in the handle too. And it doesn't come out of the limbs exactly the same. So when I string it, I can just hold it and try and push down there. Hold this against the body, hold your hand on the other end and push in here to try and even it out and get it about right. And this is pretty darn good. The tiller is okay. It draws nicely too. But like I said, when it fails, this is going to be the spot. It hasn't yet, but I'm just waiting. It was even closer before, because this was a completed string, but rather than make a whole new one from scratch, I got lazy. I just wanted to get this thing strong, and so I just put a knot on the end of my string. Not very efficient, not very attractive, but just for the purpose of getting it up and running, that works. So, as you can imagine, without that, it was braced to about 7.5 inches. It was even more stressed, and then to get it strong, you had to, of course, flex it even more. The bow was really just groaning here, and it really wanted to die, but it didn't. And this is what I'm left with, and I just thought I'd show you. Let me go ahead and I can unstring it and show you what happens there. That was harder than you'd expect to do one-handed. That's its profile. As you can see, it has maybe 1 inch, maybe even 2 of reflex. It's a very stressed bow. For such a short bow, I wouldn't have expected it to survive at all, let alone be usable. So, just an example of what you can do with PVC. Thanks YouTube, have a great day. See you later.